try to use Scaldra loadout, because that's what this mission is.
I already have a loadout for pretty much
and...
everything high level, and it works well with Scaldra. It's just my loadout that I used for the antivirus survival. It's my steel path. Works really well.
Just so you know, the primary enemy is Scaldra, but there will be Techrot after the first 3 waves, but they're not gonna, they're still only gonna be a small percentile.
So is this where you encounter the liches?
No. The Techrot actually, you literally, this is like the one stage, this and the assassination, you cannot encounter Techrot codas.
Alright.
The Techrot codas just kind of work like the previous adversaries, except they're just, for some reason, the assassination and the defense one, they just don't appear on. Also, for the Techrot codas, when you do start messing with them, you only need 1 mod. You need 1 out of 8 of the mods. And if you have the right one, it's going to be very easy to take it down. If you don't have the right one, well, you don't need to have the right one to my knowledge. You just need to get the malware percentage to 0 on it, which is basically its anger level. Unfortunately, I've tried 7 out of 8 of them, so I'm gonna have to continue running antivirus bounties before I can kill mine, because I've tried 7 out of 8 and I'm not sure I need the 8th one or if it's just gonna eventually kill itself.
A gracious shout out to my lovely friends providing security today.
Oh, I just realized, should I have my music turned on for Warframe?
I mean, if you want, but Flare does play a pretty decent soundtrack in the background.
Yeah, I meant settings-wise for Warframe, because I think I have my music turned off in
Do you not hear the song going on right now?
No, because that's what I was just considering when they said that dialogue. I was like, wait, I just realized they're playing music, and I don't think I've heard anything. And I realized I don't have my music on, because I listen to Spotify when I play this game. I guess I'll turn it on to see if it sounds good.
It's actually somewhat fire to my... I like it. It fits this theme.
Let's see... Audio... Music... There we go. Do you have Tempest Barrage Hellman?
The what?
Do you have Tempest Barrage from Hydroid Hellman?
No, I haven't made Hydroid yet.
You really should get them, because I'm using Tempest Barrage and it's really good.
Subject?
Using this with my other abilities and melee clears an entire group easily. What helmets do you have?
I have a couple Warframes. I've only helmet the ones I don't plan on using, sure. Which at the moment is just I don't recall off the top of my head. I know one of the ones I've helmet was haven't done it. I can't remember which one it was.
I just have
mainly just helmet them.
I just have Gloom, Aqua Blades,
This isn't music. This
And
isn't
yeah,
art.
Tempest Barrage.
It's a blatant display of Techrot propaganda.
I've subsumed a couple, like, what's the one? Nyx. I know I subsumed her because I didn't really care for her. I can't recall anyone else, but I know I've subsumed like 5 frames.
Bloom was definitely the first I was going to do because it's really good, and I didn't really want to get it at first because I didn't want to get a whole new Sevagoth, but then when Sevagoth Prime came out, I could just immediately do it to my old Sevagoth. But I got Tempest Barrage because it's just, well, it's really good area of effect wise and impact wise, but it also does corrosive damage, and you can get an augment that also lets it do corrosive and viral, so it's really good.
Oh yeah.
I can't put the augment on my promo without making some sacrifice, and a lot of the sacrifices I would make would spiral in a chain reaction because of the arcanes I have that work in tandem with it. But I put it on like my Volt. And I gave Aqua Blades to my Wisp. And then I think Volchroma and Wisp all have Gloom in their second loadouts. Have you checked out what Kalervo's helmet does?
Oh, it's his X ability, except like it's heavily nerfed.
Was that his charge?
It's basically like a teleport. Like
Oh, a
you
teleport?
hold it down. Yeah.
Oh.
If you either can, if you target an enemy and do it, you do a heavy attack with like double critical chance. But if you don't, just hold it down, you can just teleport to any random spot, and you just teleport there. If you're close enough to an enemy that you could have targeted, it just does the first if it can.
You nasty chimera. You are choosing to rub our faces in your disgusting mutations. I will teach
Up
you.
until like 2 days ago, this mission used to be bugged, where it would take like 30 minutes to get through a wave, because the enemy spawn rate would shut down extremely like harsh on the last wave. Like if you killed the Screamer, which is basically, yeah, so this is basically like a disruption. Not really, it's like a defense and disruption. Every 3 waves, one of those Screamer dudes will come. If he makes it to Flare, he will explode and kill Flare, mission over.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what that whole Screamer every 3 waves is that Victor keeps talking about. It's basically a disruption in that way, but for the most part, this is just a defense.
Oh yeah, that update came out, right? That every 3 waves it's continue relieve.
Yeah. Yeah. Ever since that update came out, I've been like, I keep forgetting that was how they changed it to now.
I still kind of prefer the 5 wave because that felt more rounded and like you got a lot more time to play before you got that choice. 3, it feels like it's not
Yeah.
enough time played and you're already getting that choice, but I can see why, because they wanted the bonuses.
Well, they mainly did it because people would complain because there used to be an issue with like, you could go like 4 waves and you get absolutely nothing if you lost on that 4th wave. So then they were like, well, since people are complaining about the game being too difficult, we're going to make it every 3 waves so that if you do struggle on like the 3rd wave, you can actually leave instead of keep going. So essentially, like, level-wise, like, the enemies still level up at like the same pace as if there were 5 waves. It's
No.
just now.
They could make it to where like after
Enough of this.
a couple rounds, it goes to 5 waves. Like for the first 5 rounds, it's 3 waves, and then it's 5.
Yeah. It was a quality of life change that someone in the department wanted.
I definitely think it has its upsides. I don't hate it. I think I just preferred the old one.
Oh yeah. Like it's actually like you get way more loot now. Because like mirror defenses, like they're a lot shorter. Actually, I forget, but mirror defense, you used to have to do like both of, you have to do the one, then you'd go to the other area, and then you'd have to go back, I thought. But now it's you go to the first one, second one, it's somewhat easier too. Either way.
Man, I really love my new username.
Oh yeah, it is pretty fire.
Yeah, I get so much more pride looking at it than my old one.
Yeah, I could change my username, but I just don't feel like there's too much I could really put in there.
I actually think yours is fine. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't change it. I'm just giving my personal opinion. If I was with that, I feel like I'd be more okay with that. Mainly just because mine was just my name and just the generic. Well, I guess Coolgamer is just Epic Gamer, but with cool instead.
Yeah. And I didn't even write the username, my sister did when I first got my PS5. Because she was the oldest. Like, she was the oldest, she was like, oh hey, I'm a lot more professional than you, I can pick out a good name for you. She made my Roblox Cuddly Wooden Pikachu. With no... But she didn't even like...
She had to be fucking with you, man. There was no way she was being serious.
No, she was like, what screams your interest? Name a game you like. Pokemon. Alright. Boom, there you go. Cuddly Wooden Pikachu. Cuddly Wooden? Why are you putting adjectives in there?
I'm like a damn Kahoot username. I guess yours, I liked yours better because instead of having a name, it had food, and that was at least somewhat cool. But
that's fair.
At least, even if mine is still goofy and cringy as hell or corny, whatever, even if everybody makes fun of it just the same, I still like it this time. That's more than I could say for my old one.
Oh yeah, this username is a lot better than your past one.
Yeah, it reflects my game, the games I play, and my experience with it.
Send in a screamer.
The screamer usually has dialogue when it comes down, if it's not immediately marked. Because when the screamer dies, like, it stops its dialogue, but usually it says something like, Nostalgia music is better, da-da-da-da-da. No Techrot propaganda, Nostalgia music is better.
They're actually
like,
having
they say
a
random
fucking
stuff, but they're dying
music
too soon.
beef
Yeah, no,
in the
they're
middle of
dying
an apocalypse.
immediately.
They're having beef
Because
over music
Flare,
in the
they
apocalypse.
see... Okay, to the Scaldra, the Techrot and the Warf and the Proto-Frames are from the same variant. Which, I mean, they're not far off. The Techrot is actually a precursor to our infection, in a way. However, it's also been genetically modified by Albrecht and Schradi, because he dropped a cure for their version of the infestation, and all of a sudden now it's the Techrot. And then we have the actual infestation. Crazy that we convinced that guy to stay on
I'm still
accident.
surprised they're having a beef with music in the middle of an apocalypse, though. I don't know, man.
Also, Temple's supposed to be more like a 90s rock star.
I mean, that makes sense. We're in, like, 1999.
But here's a reminder, everything that they released in this update was supposed to come out with the original update. Like when they add like the Techrot and whatnot, like the whole hex. All of the content we're getting right now was supposed to have come out back then, but they decided it wasn't finished enough to put into the game. Because originally, Temple wasn't even called that. Temple didn't even have a name, it was just Rockstar. That's what they literally referred to it of, like not even a week before. Like the thing this update come out.
I kind of like the name Temple.
They're gonna have a guitar.
That's only because it reminds me of Red vs. Blue.
her name is, I don't really know. Okay, so essentially the guitar and the person are the same thing. So Temple and Lizzie, the guitar, are actually both just the same, like, they're in a way a hive mind of sorts, I guess, but they're like not a hive mind at the same time. It's like a hive mind situation just between the two of them. Like, their thoughts are connected, but only some thoughts are connected. So they both have like their own personal opinions. But for the most part, like, they're actually... Okay, so the guitar actually is a proto-frame, essentially. It has the proto-frame virus, not the Techrot. But at the same time, it's partially Techrot. The guitar is Techrot and proto-frame virus, whereas the proto-frame virus is just Temple. So they're both like a half-half. Lizzie's a sentient because of the Techrot aspect, and then the proto-frame's, well, a proto-frame. But essentially their personalities are like merged or something, because every character refers to them as a they, because they're essentially two people, partially connected thought-wise and whatnot.
Sky, torture earth, nothing more than everything dies.
I like how the voice line gets cut out if we kill the guy too early, because he's going into like a very like good, like he like the screamer dude keeps trying to have like this cool argument like we need the Techrot's evil, Sculptor forever, and he just gets cut off mid-sentence because we're brutally murdering him before he gets a chance to finish.
Reminds me of Vor's prize. Not even... Reminds me of Vor's speech when you re-encounter him.
When you encounter him in the circuit in Duviri, if you kill him, it interrupts his current voice line, but there's a second voice line where he's like, oh, but I am immortal. I am a void entity. I can't be killed.
And his speech is so long when you see him in the void that nobody hears the full speech and they just kill him.
We were just getting started.
How many waves are you going for?
Well, right now, I'd say we've probably earned, like, maybe 50 of the currency, which isn't even enough for a component Warframe part. I've mainly just been running around, like, killing things, and then every now and then just, like, looking at the minimap to see if there's any, like, new loot. Because I have Animal Instinct on my pet, so I can see every dropped piece of loot. I missed one upstairs, hold up. Oh, there's a ceiling barrier. I forgot about that randomly appearing. Oh hey, we got a gun component.
Alright, 848, nice.
I feel like we could still handle this. I would call in whatever specters you have.
Well, if we're gonna have to keep going for that, then I'm probably not gonna... Because I don't even know how much... Are we trying to get the Beating Heartstrings? We got 43
the currency.
Okay,
yeah, that's the currency.
We got close to 50.
I mean, not enough to buy anything with, but...
I do kind of want to see... Let me go to Minerva.
Welcome to where the old soldiers walk. Fine. We went to a lot of trouble to keep these.
You know what? I actually want to quickly do the math on this one.
Need to risk it?
Hey, be safe out there.
I'm gonna go to... Yeah.
Gracias. Show me.
You need 390 Beating Heartstrings for the entire temple loadout.
Yeah, that sounds like... That reminds me of the citrine grind.
You know where
Yeah.
I don't even think it was worth it.
Hey.
Also, you can spend those beating heartstrings on gun components, an entire drum loadout,
Put you on.
musical equipment stuff. Like, there's decorations in here too that cost it. And there's also the stage scene. That's 100 bips and bops, whatever they're called.
When you get the... That's not it. I'll get this.
He used to love buying me chocolates. Funny how he doesn't do that anymore. Excellent.
Want to run a couple
Great.
bounties?
All the more custom for my size.
Sure, which ones?
I'm trying to get like 7,000 standing. So that way I can get
Oh,
the...
antivirus. That gives you like the most standing by a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go see...
And that also would give you the mods for when you start your own Technosite coda.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. The Riot 848 is the gun of his, okay.
You need a minute?
Okay, so the Antivirus Bounty, Techrot enemies explode on death. It's a Legasite harvest. You down for that?
Yeah.
I guess so. Oh yeah, you can't mix the Requiem. So if you try to do if you have the antivirus mods and the normal Requiem mods, you cannot mix both of them for a Requiem transmute, where you take 4 of the mods and like change them. They don't mix. Oh, I overshot Cleamos. Where's the kitty cat? Oh, there's the kitty cat. Alright, let's get this.
Good. Keep her safe while she sniffs out the Techrot's darling Legasite.
I probably should have changed my whip from being corrosive to magnetic. Oh
After-
yeah, if you...
I was gonna say after this you want to go back to the thing we were doing right before.
Kalimos.
More heartstrings.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a huge grind. A lot of people are saying it's easier to farm the platinum than farm heartstrings, but if you farm the heartstrings, there's a chance you get the component anyways.
Yeah, I also want to do that because I already have 40 just in those rounds, and that didn't feel like it took long at all, so it doesn't feel like as much of a grind for like things comparative like citrine for me. But I'm also not even really trying to get the Warframe, I just really want the gun.
Kalimos, she needs you, now.
Uh-oh. I completely forgot we're supposed to be protecting a cat. Oh yeah, magnetic also disables, if you inflict 10 stacks of magnetic on an enemy, it gets rid of shields, right? Well, it also applies to Overguard. And the Techrot and Scaldra, or Techrot, not the Scaldra, can inflict magnetic. Which means even though I could get my Calervo to have like a ton of, Overguard, if a Techrot enemy comes along and inflicts 1 stack of 10 stacks of magnetic and gets rid of all my Overguard, it's going to inflict with electric. Guess how much electric per chance? I don't know, it'll inflict like 1 stack. However, that 1 stack will do 3% of the Overguard I had max. Like, it'll take all the Overguard I lost at 10 stacks. And it'll deal me 3% of that damage. Now, I have 2,600 HP. I have about 3,000 health, we're gonna say. If I have 3,000, if I have like 50,000 over shield, that doesn't translate really well into my health existing after. So I'm trying to not become extremely overpowered with my square, because if I do, there's an entire chance I just get demolished.
It's trying to run. Stop it.
Running non-steel path is actually kind of nice. Like, it's just very calm. Like, you're not worrying about random enemies popping out of the void. You don't have to worry about the weird Techrot exploder things spawning en masse right on top of you alongside the infected pods. Steel Path is... It's not difficult by any means, but it is definitely kind of annoying on this one.
It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Lagosite. Remember, the Techrot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still. Before we do the work bit, do you think you can do more next time?
Oh hey, I got the one mod I don't actually already have of antivirus. Time
Nice.
to hope it's the one I need.
I got another blue mod. Bite right. Keeps your bites tight and your bits fit. What the fuck does this even mean?
They're the antivirus mods. You can use them against the Technosite Codas.
Oh, okay, I'm starting to... Okay. I see.
Out of okay, there are 8 antivirus mod. The Technosite Coda will be
They're the
to one of
Requiem
them.
mods. They're the...
Basically. The antivirus mods, and on if you have...
business.
You can't use different mods. Let me explain this. So, if you have 4 Requiem mods, you can usually transmute them into another one. But you cannot mix antivirus, potencies, or Requiems together. You need 4 of each individual type. You can't split and match types. They did that so that people won't be mixing Requiem mods and getting an antivirus at, like, level... whatever. Anyway, do you want to go back to the stage defense now?
Yeah, sure. I can't really go to my back rooms because I think I joined you through invite, so for now, yeah.
Yeah. You'd still be able to access the stuff in there if you needed anything from there, but you wouldn't...
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you can access.
You can still access it, I just didn't make it my base of operations, so if I abandoned, I'd go back to my orbiter. But I can still use the back rooms if I'm in Halvania Mall, because it's still a part of it.
I like how my hound just floats on the left of me every time I, like, leave there. And I'm, like, just halfway there, like, your pet's on your side like that.
I can't see Mr. Scratchikins on my side, which kind of sucks. But I do remember seeing my hound Zeus on my side with my main loadout. Oh, wait a second. I heard a thing.
This one is for my bandmates who never got a chance to play for you.
If the music lives, they live.
Did you deploy a Spectre?
Yeah.
I might as well deploy one.
I just deployed mine. They feel like mine as well exist.
Oh fuck, I don't know if it worked. There we go. That should do it.
Also, when the map falls, just so you know, you can somewhat come back up to the top. It's very weird to figure out the barrier, but there is a ceiling barrier there to prevent enemies from spawning up here. But it is possible to, I forget exactly how, but you can still come up here. Because if you look at your mini-map, if you have any form of loot radar, you'll notice there's a lot of stuff down there and a lot of stuff up here as well.
I will not stand for it.
I find it weird how my X is an ability where I essentially just do a heavy attack. I teleport and do a heavy attack. But the issue is it doesn't count as an ability kill for the thing I'm trying to do. The challenge I have by the game.
Until it wasn't.
I told you to hold position. Why are you still following me? My arsonist is following me even though he's not supposed to. I told you to idle on the stage. Hold position. Good boy. Oh yeah, when they fall down here, they actually do a different song. If you've been paying attention.
I honestly haven't.
To the music. Yeah, if you pay attention to the music, they play a different song now.
That's a cool detail, though.
I mean, yeah, they fall down here, so they gotta do another concert. They're at the concert up there. The Scaldra placed charges beneath the stage to blow us up, and instead we fell down in the Techrot, perfectly unharmed. Everything fell down just in perfect condition. So we're doing the second stage of this concert. All disrupted once.
I always thought it was weird that they did that, though, because if you're grinding these, it happens in like the first wave, and then it's like this for like the rest of it. It feels like it happens like immediately.
Well, because most people would just run it the first 2 times and then be like, I'm good. Unfortunately, they made it so that you quite literally have to spend an era and a half here.
Abomination. You nasty chimera. You are choosing to rub our faces in your disgusting mutations. I will teach you shame.
Ooh, a burger. Argon burger meal. What in the world is like 100 meters away up there? Oh, the ceiling's existing at the moment. Oh well. I'll fetch it some other time.
Ready? A screamer.
Bro did not get to finish that sentence. The screamer was about to be like, Scaldra is my life, but Scaldra is my, and then I cut him in half. Just imagine, your enemy is about to say the most, like, inspirational, like, quote, like, I'm doing this for the honor of my family that you brutally murdered, Tenno, or something. And then they're just like halfway through their sentence and they just die. Like you hear on the comms, like your commander is like, we do this for honor of the skull. Just cutting out abruptly. Like that's gotta be the funniest thing. Like Smuldra Command's like, oh, the commander's here. Never mind.
You cannot be spent, demon. Not while we seethe.
What's the guy in chat upset about?
Gets a week of leave.
He said that like extremely early on because her ally was existing and he didn't realize it was an ally.
Oh.
He was
I want to type balls in
ally.
chat, but I don't know how strict the chat rules are.
So long as you don't explicitly say a curse word, you're fine.
Alright, I'm gonna say balls.
I don't know how.
Oh crap. I don't want to get banned. He said as long as it's not a curse word.
Okay, I should rephrase. Anything that could be taken in a bad way will be able to be taken in a bad way.
Okay. For sports. I'll just put that. And then I'll put like a little star. And if you could come in chat and verify that as a witness, that would really help me in a legal case.
I'm pretty sure the people we're with are probably laughing right now.
No, they're probably confused and just weirded out.
It depends on if they're. It depends if they're a little kid or if they're like.
He said yes, I'll be free to. To what? Did you think that was an offer?
I have no clue what's happening anymore.
I don't think I do either.
You've started something that you cannot undo.
Guess I gotta.
And I don't know what you did either.
Play some form of sport with this guy now.
Probably Renaro or something.
That involves ball, right? I thought the main part of Renaro was killing. Well, and like isn't that like you have a ball and you take it like to the other? It's like a weird.
It's like volleyball. It's like it's weird to explain. Oh, I killed him too early, so I didn't disrupt his sentence. That sounds so weird to say. But if you kill them before they start talking, then it just continues like they are alive. Because it checks before, like it checks during when dies, stop speaking. But the issue is, it died immediately, so it has to at least speak.
That makes sense. Holy crap, there is a ton over here. There was like 5 Jadex in this that came down here.
Yeah, I've been keeping this side from dying, I guess. Scaldra is life.
Oh, I gotta chase this.
That right there is 65 heartstrings.
Bro, what is this guy on the bottom doing?
He doesn't know if he wants to leave or not.
Coward. Just left anyways.
No, that was the other dude.
Oh, alright.
The dude who said, yes, I'll be free in a minute. Maybe he was talking to someone IRL and had, like, text-to-speech turned on.
Maybe. I guess so. Yes.
Whatever you did, you probably weirded him out.
He's free now. His spirit is free. He has ascended. Beyond the confines of that match.
You know, it's not usually this talkative in a match.
Actually, I've seen some matches where chat gets pretty active.
Yeah, and that's like once every millennia. I've seen one time
for
where
you,
we have
maybe.
more...
For me, this is like once every like 5 matches in public. Maybe it depends on the type of mission you run. Because usually I run public with like defense missions.
One of the funnest things to do is void swing in the air, transference, and then just slam attack. It's just like you jump super high essentially and just slam attack. But if you get it pretty precisely, it's pretty fire. It's like Hulk smashing off a building or something. Oh yeah, so you know like how the Iron Man actor was like supposed to have retired, that's why he died in Endgame?
Yeah.
Well, they brought him back for Loki to become Doctor Doom or something. But then, apparently, they are trying to get him back on to do another movie.
Why?
I don't know. The dude retired and they want him back again. It's like, my guy, he retired. That's why he died in Endgame, to retire. And then you pulled him back in for like a couple of scenes in, like, a new show.
I don't mean to interrupt. Did you deploy a toxic Heximus infested unit?
No.
Maybe that was me on accident when I thought I tried to deploy the Lancer that didn't work.
My Lancer is on Temple-ish.
Yeah, well, because I tried to deploy Lancer, but when it... Well, no, because, yeah, it consumed it. It was at 75, that's 74. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I ended up having to throw my Lancer down twice, though, because the first time I don't think it threw down. Oh, have you been seeing anything new with Subnautica 2 recently?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. What about Slime Rancher 2?
Oh, Slime Rancher 2, they added that whole, like, maze area.
Oh, for real?
Labyrinth.
Nice.
Yeah, Great Labyrinth. I haven't really... I explored it when it came out, and then I was like, wow, this is pretty cool, but I'm gonna do this another day. Because I just wasn't in the mood.
And then you never came back.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. I have every component of the Riot 848 except for the main now.
I just need the stock, I think, because I have the receiver and... Or no, this is the stock. Barrel. I need the barrel then. And then the main blue.
I thought that dude left at, like, I thought that dude just left at the last second, but he came back at the last.
Yeah, he decided he was going to fight with us. He decided he was going to be an epic gamer. A real special little boy.
What in the world is launching spores at us from a distance? There's some kind of like thing that was just launching orbital spores at Temple. Or I guess Flare. Why does it say Temple if that's Flare? Well, it is specifically Flare defending. Oh yeah, so I was casually talking to Quincy when I was becoming his best friend in the game, and like during the time he was like talking about like just stuff and whatnot, and then he was like, I know like all the relationships here have been undone before, and he was like talking about how we can like at the end of the calendar year we can like forget a cycle. He's like, I'm not sure how many cycles you've actually done this for, but I know you can reset it, so how many times have you done that? And the only answer was 0, because I haven't. But I'm wondering, if I had reset, like, forgotten in the past, could I, like, change, like, would that change the answer from 0?
I think I might have had that same thing, and that also happened, and I assumed the exact same thing, that 0 was the only option, because I hadn't reset.
Did you become best friends with Quincy after saying 0?
I don't know when I became best friends with him, because I had a lot of conversations about him. Like, I know about his backstory, about his parents and his family, and then about, like, his life and how he pursued it, but I'm not sure which one it was. I think I became best friends with him early on, though.
Because the dialogue where you become best friends with him is the one where he tells you about, like, how, like, he's finally happy being, like, your friend Arthur's friend. Like, he sat down with Arthur, had a beer, and they talked it over, and then they made up because Quincy wanted to leave Arthur for dead.
Man, this is pretty easy. What level are these enemies?
I think that was like a 64. Let me see. Excuse me, is anyone alive over here? No. Oh, someone's alive over here. Let's see. Nope, they're all dead. Oh well. In some level. Here, this dude should live long enough. I couldn't see what level the screamer was. Everything's dying too fast. How am I supposed to get a read on that? Oh, 75, so okay. Flare itself is level 51. Same level as enemies when we started, so we've gone up like 20-some levels.
I think this Lotus designed to take on like 230+ level enemies.
I like how if I had knock over an enemy, my ground finisher with the whip is I grab them and then I pull them over, and I break their spine before unraveling them from my whip. Like I whip them up off the ground, break their spine, and then throw them back on the ground.
We want more.
I feel like this is gonna be the lucky run because we're already getting the from the chassis. I mean, presuming Air doesn't die, but I don't think she will. He will, it will, whatever it is. I find it weird how we fall to the underground and still the primary enemy is the Scaldra. Like, the Techrot don't even care about this, really. They send, a mean... they sell, a tiny amount of their force. Although I feel like in every Scaldra mission, there is always, some Techrot, not enough to really do much. Like, the Techrot just appear to be oh, hey, we're in the time period. And then they just waddle away. Oh yeah, so do you know what Minerva and Belmir are here for?
Not exactly.
You should talk to them more on the PC, because it's actually a little bit surprising.
I haven't really been talking much on the PC. Probably should.
You can get some meaningful dialogue from there.
Well, yeah.
But on your second or third... Yeah. But on your second or third dialogue with, Minerva and Belmir, they tell you some pretty intriguing stuff.
Send in a screamer.
I just, when I killed the Screamer, it cut off his dialogue too. But it was send in a scream.
Makes
Just
sense. Well,
dead by the time.
Dude, I actually have so much energy and I'm getting so much. Because I waste 100 in every 3 seconds. Actually, how much if I stand still? Let me wait to get to a stage 100. Oh, never mind. No, it's 20 every 1 second. So 5 seconds or something like that. I waste 100.
Oh, I found your Arson Eximus.
It's just a lot. Oh, yeah.
He's down there. He's just hiding behind a rock in the Techrot side.
50, 40, 30, 1. Wow.
Oh, your Spectre's been crushed by a steel beam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fox. I found your Eximus. He's
There's so
wounded.
much energy on the ground. Thank God for all these Eximus units.
Honestly, we should probably leave while we're ahead.
No,
so
we can stay. Totally stay.
Yeah. Because if we lose now, we lose the temple chassis and whatnot.
That's a good point, but I'm doing great right now. And I think
I'd rather just bank the cash and then leave. And then come back.
Well, after these
bank
three,
it,
we can do
come
that.
back.
Because I'm pretty sure after these three, that's when we're
That's
good.
fair. I assume Claire should be able to survive.
Oh yeah, he'll be good. I'll just put some temporary barrages around him, and I can move my infantry around to support him too if I need to.
Let me just break your spine in two. Alright.
Dude, I have so much power.
It's kind of weird, but my Calervo is literally a cache. It has a ton of energy efficiency. I have 840 energy, right? and every time I do my square, it almost immediately replenishes because I have like huge energy regen. So literally, like, it's actually extremely hard to use more energy than I'll gain, because literally a second of not casting abilities and I gain like 30 energy. Because yeah, I gained 3, that was like 5 energy a second, not gonna lie.
That was pretty easy.
Alright, so that means this wave will end on 21, or this round will end 21, wave 21, because 15, 18, 21. Then it would be 24, 27, 30. If we wanted to keep going after that. On that topic of living long enough to get there, Temple is slow on shields. So we might want to... I like how the shotgun I made to not kill things is killing things. I mean, at least I'm getting most of my pellets in there, but I'm trying to build melee counter with it, and, like, it's killing everything too soon. Probably because I designed it to, like, do damage to steel path, but not kill steel path. And this is non-steel path, so it's going to kill.
Oh yeah, he's starting to run low on health.
Oh yeah, holy. You're dead. Next up, Jade Eximus, you're dead. I said you're dead. Excuse me, I said you're dead. There we go, thank you.
That Jade Eximus is still alive.
Someone's resilient. Alright.
It's the most
I'm gonna brutally murder this creature before it has a chance to say hello.
A screamer.
Screamer's already dead. Its body's up here for the thing.
Hoping it's something good.
You know what? Let's just pop you down. Let's just pop you down. Let's get the whole art. 7 Nation Army out. Who gave you permission to live? That's what I thought. I think that's everything.
Nice.
Alright, let's see the loot.
50
Temple
beating
chassis
heartstrings.
blueprint. And 50 heartstrings. Alright. How many did I have already of the heartstrings? 161, so that means I'm at like 200.
The time dance
So the total was like 390. Remove 65. That would be like. Definitely have more.
Well, if you gotta leave.
Well, I have all 3 parts, just not the main blueprint.
Oh yeah, the Riot 848.
Nice enough shooter.
Sorry, machine pistol. That's a pistol. Oh yeah, no, it just has a huge muzzle on it.
Nothing wrong.
And try to just slapped a huge muzzle on a pistol.
Alright, calm.
You want to keep running hex stuff, or?
No, I was actually gonna see my foundry, and then probably after that. Let me just do this, because after that I wasn't sure. Well, it's something I wanted to do though. Just need to make.
I forgot I had to craft both of those.
Ah, what? I need both, but I need 2 of each? God damn it, that's annoying as hell. I guess, yeah, we might as well run 2 more.
What do you need? What do you need?
The stuff for the melee sites. I need 10,000 more standing. I'll invite you again, I guess.
Oh yeah, the dual sickles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just crafted my first 2. I started crafting the next 2. The one thing I kind of dislike about the Technosite, actually I'll let you experience it on your own, but you'll find the really annoying thing about it.
At that point, I think I prefer you just telling me. Said at that point, I think I just prefer you to tell me.
Alright, so, whenever your Technosite coda appears, first you have to figure out which one out of the 8 it is. That's kind of annoying. But you don't ever actually see your Technosite coda. It always is 2 other members of the band that show up. Because it appears in duos. You have to both duos, or you have to kill both of the 2, and then out of one of those 2 you can mercy them. But the weird thing is, you don't even get to see yours. Yours doesn't appear. Like the main dude's just in the back talking about the others.
That's
Hurry,
weird.
harvest now. End
Yeah.
this generation.
It's like a duet. So essentially, 2 members of the band that you're members from, not them, will show up and make a duet performance with the one with the other. It's confusing, and no one understands why they did it that way. Also, at the moment, you can't access Steel Path. Or you can't... It's not that you can't access it, it's that you can't become... Like, you can't unlock it. Because you need to beat a placeholder node. So they're gonna get rid of that sometime next week. It's their plan for the next hotfixes. Or not hotfix, the thing where they actually, like, add or remove content. Please be something I don't already own. You're kidding me. Soft worm. Oh wait, worm away. That's the one I need. I mixed up the logo. It's crazy how you have to find the one specific antivirus that works.
You know, I'm not really.
Let's do business.
Wait, what? Didn't I just do that twice? Oh, it's because I reached my standing cap. That's frustrating. Okay.